Games coming up pretty soon. This one, they need to win.
Certainly is the parity in this competition. An overzealous tip is going to send this one the way of the JackJumpers. Tassie, as we mentioned, been on the road for 4 games out of 6 this season. Recorded 3 wins. They fear nothing under head coach Scott Roth.
Anthony Drimmick is obviously out nursing a back injury, so Nick Marshall steps in. But defense, Scott doesn't care who's in, who's out. He puts guys on the floor, and they all have an expectation and a standard to live up to.
Scott Roth, the championship coach, who, as many are aware, he suffers no fools. Campbell up top. Hamilton jabbing. And Rob Baker, another guy that's just looking to find his feet at the moment in the league.
Yeah, he's had a
role
quiet,
for the Breakers.
Yeah, he's had a quiet start to the season too, and he's got his hands full with Will Magnay down there. Just drew a foul early, just trying to keep that monster off the glass.
Magnay coming off an ejection in their game against the Kings. Scott Roth wasn't too happy about in the post-game presser. Campbell, 10 seconds on the shot clock, left way open. That one will rattle out. Marshall spins back, nice pass over the top to Magnay with an easy 2.
They're going to do it by committee on the offensive end. Obviously, Bryce Hamilton's going to do the bulk of the heavy lifting, but they're not going to have any selfish shots, any shots that make you think, what are they doing? They're going to move the ball and play good Jackie Way basketball.
The Jackie Way, a term we've become familiar with. Menenga, that's the aggression that Damon's been asking for. Can't get the finish, and Magnay will rip it down. Hamilton. Foul will be whistled on Marshall. Tell you what I am looking forward to, Damon.
What's that?
Your reaction when Tiger Campbell turns the ball over.
Don't jinx him, man. Every 43 minutes, he gets a turnover.
An unbelievable statistic. Exactly the sort of player you can imagine Scott Roth would love. Turnovers have been the issue for New Zealand. I'm sure they could do with a little bit of that end as Parker Jackson-Cartwright steps back and cashes the 2.
An aggressive Parker is a good Parker. Gets his scoring off to a good start, 2-zip as Bryce Hamilton misses, and Will Magnay on the glass once again.
Baker does a good job of tipping it off the glass, the FIBA move, and unfortunately left himself out of position.
It's good seeing Will Magnay just fit and healthy. Just reliable every game. He's getting 30 minutes of playing time on a nightly basis. The only thing that's plagued him is obviously he's been those freakish injuries, but when he's in shaping like this.
He's a national team level guy. And that's the thing, sometimes we haven't been able to see the best of him in the NBL through injury and whatnot, but he is a legitimate Boomers level center.
And this is the area of his game that he obviously is continuing to work on. 56% from the stripe. And there's his basically 50%. 1 out of 2.
Splits the pair. Menenga. PJC works around, finds Brockington. Tough to the rim on the left.
Good aggressive drive, no hesitation there, didn't overthink it. 2 lefties going at it, Brockington and Hamilton.
Bannon in the open floor. Gets through the middle, almost gets that one tipped away. Menenga pressures it. PJC works around Lopez, the next star who is just, you feel, going to rocket up those NBA draft boards as this year goes on. He's gotten taller this year, he's gotten more poise, he's gotten better, he's had to fight through a back injury and illness in the early part of this season.
And just drew Nick Marshall's 2nd foul. In comes Ben Air. And Nick Marshall was worried about Karim out there shooting 47% from deep, closed out too long.
Brockington, can he open his account off the rim? BJ Seal come up with the board, fouled by Campbell.
This is what the Tasmania JackJumpers got to be careful of. Getting in foul trouble. There's not a lot of depth on the bench. A lot of guys are out. No Majuk Ding, no Anthony Drimmick, no David Johnson. Guys have to protect themselves.
Lopez works on Hamilton. Steps back. And Brockington hard in the paint, can't board. Breakers will continue to fight for it. Banner will wrestle it down. Bannon well defended by Lopez.
Ruben Tarangi checks in. Now, Petri Coppinen does not mind going to the bench, and often. 9 guys are averaging double-figure minutes. I have a bit of a problem with that, Felix.
Oh, no. And when you've got the thing I know about you, Damon, if you've got a problem, you usually make it known.
Just a little bit of a problem.
Campbell, guarded by PJC on the block, gets right around, little left-hand scoop.
Parker's
Such
giving
a
up
good decision maker.
Yeah, Parker's giving up a few kilos to Tiger. Tiger's a strong guard. Kind of remind me a little bit of a Jalen Brunson type.
It's a fine comparison. Menenga from outside, off the board. Hamilton up top off the Magnate screen. 10 seconds remain on the shot clock. Bannon through the middle, spins. Can't get the and one, but he'll go to the stripe for 2.
Josh Bannon, he's a cagey scorer, puts the ball on the floor, likes to spin back to his left hand. Karim Lopez probably read that in the scouting report, but Josh Bannon does it so well. It is not an easy thing to defend.
Josh Bannon, not a crazy undersized big, but certainly plays bigger than his height, and most of that's due to his footwork.
I'm just going to pencil him in for a double-double tonight. I mean, as long as he stays out of foul trouble. Will Magnate's going to sub out at some stage. You need to have one of these guys on the floor at all times.
Hits the pair. Menenga. Nice hard drive in the middle. Can't get the finish, but he'll get another chance at it. A little finger roll.
Did a good job avoiding the shot block because Will Magnate definitely challenged it, but Sam Menenga's shot fake is exquisite.
I'm sure Petri Coppinen loves the aggression that he's seen from Menenga. Attacking Will Magnate on the defensive end. Nice lay-in by Bryce Hamilton. PJC working on the outside. That one will come off the rim. Hamilton's out, just a guy that found his feet in this league right away.
Like he's been here for years. I hope he loves it here and wants to stay.
Playing like a third-year import. Just imagine how good he's going to be if he hangs around that long. Bannon.
Tough.
2.
Tough, and if you can score on Ruben Tarangi down there, because he is not a weak man, but just giving up a few inches to Josh.
Tarangi. Nice spin. Tries to go back on Bannon. That one will rattle out. And Hamilton's out. Campbell has the matchup on Lopez. Ignores it and finds Magnate. Hamilton can't leave him that open because he will punish you every time. Time out, New Zealand, 6-14. Tassie lead once again, doing damage on the road.
Terrible communications. We checked the Amy replay. And Bryce Hamilton, you cannot stuff this up. Sam Menenga and Isaiah Brockington. Isaiah's calling a switch. Sam wasn't so sure. Somebody's got to stay attached to this man. That's just way too easy.
That's a coach killer, and that's the reason we're sitting here in a Tangerine timeout. But Isaiah Brockington spoke on something that New Zealand has just struggled to do so far this year.
You have a few more home games here, and then we don't see you for a long time in November. Have you guys talked about the importance of taking care of home base before you hit those long road trips?
Yeah, we've definitely talked about it. You know, we just want to represent you know, home court well, represent the country well. So, you know, definitely that motivates us a little bit extra every night, motivated us in practice this week through film and through practice.
Isaiah Brock, he was the Blitz MVP.
He was very good.
How
long ago was that?
It was quite a while ago, but you know what, Damon? Much like you love to have your grievances heard,
Yeah.
you gave him a nickname. You only give nicknames to the best players in the league.
Yeah.
And we're not saying that he can't get to that point, but we're going to need to see a little bit more aggression.
And next year, I'm going to just chill for a while, not let the preseason go to my head. As Taylor Britt checks in for PJC.
Someone who's really taken advantage of the minutes that he's been given. Taylor Britt. Menenga. Finds Britt again. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Counted by Bannon. Draws the foul. Go to the line for 2.
Man, I've been singing his praises for, I guess, the whole season, but when he posts up, he does a great job. If he feels you try to body up on him, he spins off of you. If you try to just use a forearm or an arm lift and try to gap him, he just eats up that space and gets into your chest. A very talented scorer from so many different angles.
One shot.
And would you believe me, Felix, if I told you that Sam Menenga is only averaging 25 minutes a game? Do you think that's a bit low?
You are the minutes police, and I respect your authority.
Lieutenant of the
minutes police. You got a lot of societies that you're a member of, and that's one of them. But certainly is, and you know what? It's hard to argue because when he's out there, he does give a lot of production. So clearly, what they're doing working as Hamilton tries to step back. 6-point lead of the JackJumpers.
Good kick out.
And turns it down. Britt in the corner. Way off. So there's his teammate, as any good teammate does there to clean it up.
I like seeing Isaiah Brockington aggressive like that in transition. Maybe not going to be a whole lot of plays running the half court, but if he can get a rebound and go coast to coast and make something happen, Pettery Coppin will be wrapped with that.
Like it, Campbell, as easy as you like. Pettery Coppin will hate looking at that, but Scott Roth will love it. Slicing his way through the paint. Lopez drags the pivot foot.
Hey, Cam, Breakers down 6 already, 3.5 to go in this first quarter. Are you seeing any worrying signs? Played 4.5 that quarter.
Doubleheader tonight. The Bullets taking on undefeated Melbourne United. 7:30 p.m. right after this one. And Josh Bannon bounces that off the rim. The JackJumpers cannot get into the locker room quick enough at this moment. There's still 5 minutes, 27 to go in the quarter.
Oh, wow.
From bad to worse, 0 for 4 on their last 2 trips. An 18-0 run to the New Zealand Breakers. Lopez. Menenga on the block. He's been aggressive against Magnay. 3 seconds on the shot clock. He's got to put it up. Gets in deep. Oh, smart by Magnay to tip it away.
Taking full advantage of the FIBA rules.
The Breakers will retain possession here, 14 on the clock.
Hey, Cam, do you feel like a 14-point lead is big enough considering the Jackies only got 18 points, shooting at 26%, 28%?
I don't think it is, guys. Like, we've seen the Breakers this season go on big runs, and it's when the other team goes on runs that we really see their true colors. So when the JackJumpers inevitably go on their run, let's see how the Breakers handle it.
I feel like they need a bigger cushion going into the half.
It's 14 points, David.
I don't think 14 is enough.
The JackJumpers, I will to give them credit. This is probably the worst basketball that I've seen them play in a quarter in the history of their franchise. So this will not continue for the entire game, but they need to find a way to stem the bleeding right now because the New Zealand Breakers on an 18-0 run. And the JackJumpers cannot even find the points at the free throw line. 0 of 4 on their last 4 attempts. Hamilton, can he do it from outside? He can't.
Wow.
Menenga with the board. Britt deep into the paint, pulls up, Off the back iron, Lopez will come up with the rebound.
Rewind. Get out, Sam.
Brockington, 4 seconds on the shot clock, steps back.
Breakers can't quite hit that shot to really stretch this lead out. So as long as it's around this range.
And Hamilton gets in, and finally the JackJumpers at the 4-minute mark of the second quarter get their first points. Tarangi. That one will come off Will Magna on the rebound attempt. Wow.
Great job by Sam Meninga. You don't get a stat for that, but he kept that alive with his hustle. Went off Will Magna's head. The Jackies are not going to panic.
Well, if there's ever a time to panic, it'd be on a 20-0 run, but that has been stifled with a bucket on the other end. All things considered, Damon, it is only a 12-point margin considering the run from New Zealand.
You see what I'm saying? It's not enough right now.
Well, it's certainly not enough. JackJumpers well and truly in this ball game, which is remarkable considering the scoring run. Lopez with an easy 2.
Great job, Ruben Tarangi, for being patient enough to let that mismatch develop. Get Karim Lopez by the basket on young, small Ben Air.
Hamilton pulls up, bottom of the net.
I wouldn't have a problem with Bryce Hamilton taking 30 shots in this particular game, given how short-handed they are on the offensive end.
Lopez finds an avenue baseline. Euro steps, gets the pass tipped away, but the Breakers will retain possession. Off the back iron. Hamilton works through the paint.
On the pass.
Now, transition defense has historically been the Breakers, one of the Breakers' Achilles' heels. And right now, we're witnessing some of that. That's twice that Bryce Hamilton has got a rebound and gone coast to coast and made something happen. The Breakers want to tidy that bit up.
That man was just sitting a little easier right now, considering they've got a chance to cut this to a 10-point ball game. Still with a lot of game left to play. An 18-0 run. Stifled from the New Zealand Breakers, and the JackJumpers just started to make a little run of their own.
If somebody's leaking for the Jackies.
We got a bleeder.
In comes young Nick Stoddard. Who you better respect, because he's a bit of a sniper.
Stoddard's a guy that could come into this ball game and light a couple out from outside and give him a whole lot of confidence. Hamilton, 10 points to his name in his first half. Can't convert the second. An 11-point lead to the Breakers. Lopez. That's an NBA move. It might look simple, but...
And that was an old school flex cut.
Little fadeaway jumper. We've seen a whole lot more of that as this season wears on. Ten seconds on the shot clock. Hamilton, nice cross.
Good pass.
Even better pass to Magna, who tries a little circus reverse.
Bryce Hamilton's ball screen work is extremely nice because he keeps that ball low to the ground, too. Great pass. Can the JackJumpers convert? They 6 of 12 from the foul line, leaving a lot on the table.
Well, you mentioned that one of the areas of Will Magna's game that he needs to get better is at the line, and that's a good start. Converts the pair, which is above what his percentages would suggest would happen, Damon.
5 of 8 for Will. You'll take that.
PJC works off the low screen. Tarangi aggressive to the hoop. Can't get the finish, but Rob Lowe will clean it up and convert.
That's good to see. They ran a little flex offense, flex cut action. Ruben Tarangi put his head down, went hard to the rack, and Rob Lowe.
Timeout Tasmania, a Tangerine timeout. Damon, you've alluded to it a couple of times. Right now, Tassie are the ones that needs to make changes. What does that man need to do? Scott Roth just whacks the camera away.
Well, that's first thing. Can't have
Let's have a list. Well, you know what? I reckon instead of getting it direct from you, I reckon we go direct from him.
If you don't rebound, it don't matter. They still haven't made but one outside shot, and everything's in the paint because we haven't rebounded the ball. So across the board, 2 hands, and that's the first priority. I mean, they got 25 points in the paint, and they're just putbacks and rebounds. You got to go step up and jump, and you got to rip it out of it like you want it. Let's go let's try to get a 77 in transition and flow into something. The next time down, though, if we got to walk up here, we're in zip 5. All right? Ready? Together. 1, 2, 3, together.
For a man who we've seen show intense emotion after victories, we know he can raise his voice, stays remarkably cool, calm, and collected in timeouts where he would have every reason to berate his team.
Scott Roth has seen so much basketball, it's not even funny. So this isn't a situation that's foreign to him, but he had to let his team know we've given up 10 offensive rebounds, and 25 of the 38 breaker points are in the paint.
Under 2 minutes remain in the first half. A game of runs, mostly to the Breakers, 18-0.
Scott Roth just apologized to the cameraman over there, too. They just don't think that he's
just smacking it away. Hamilton pressured. Bannon, that pass is tipped off.
Replay center. I think the shot clock might have ran on a little bit late. We're just reviewing the clock.
I'd almost consider doubling Bryce Hamilton on everything he does. Ball, any ball screen, any dribble handoff, because he's the guy on the team who's going to make something really happen. Obviously, Josh Bannon can score and will as well, but if you take Bryce out of the picture.
JackJumpers hampered with injury as Ben Air gets into the paint for a little scoop. Low, hand off to Lopez. Magnay forced out, and Rob Lowe will get the advantage down low.
Good pass by Karim. Rob Lowe's had a quiet start to the season as well, so it's good to see him stepping up.
3 for 3 from the field for Rob Lowe, always efficient. Never plays outside of himself. Magnay gets into the paint too easy. Ben Air just tests the ribs out of PJC.
Oh, that's an unnecessary foul. They had fouls to give, but that's not the point. Will Magnay needs to protect himself because you never know what can happen later down the road.
White 22. Replay center, I think that's backcourt. Is that correct? Replay center, backcourt. I've got backcourt by about a meter. Backcourt. Replay center, can you hear me?
Just the one personal foul for Magnay, so nothing to worry about yet.
In the backcourt, mate.
True.
We got bonus. I come back this way. Here we go. I did say it.
Jackson Cartwright as Ben Air aggressively fights over the screen. Pulls up. Off the rim, but a foul on the rebound.
White, 33.
Whistled on Josh Bannon.
Rob Lowe once again.
Here you go, baseline.
Shot Parker shoots the 3 ball. And Rob Lowe gets good inside position on Josh.
He's never going to be the most athletic man on the floor, but he's a wily old veteran that knows how to get position. I wonder if are we going to see them buck the trend? Remember, I spoke earlier in the 6 games that New Zealand Breakers have played. Whoever led at quarter time has gone on to win. Second half underway, 9-point margin. The Breakers, only the 1 win on the season. The JackJumpers are horror start to the year in terms of having to play road games, but they've made the most of it. Won 3 out of 4. Rockington, nothing but net.
An aggressive move. Didn't settle, didn't pick his dribble up after a couple of dribbles. Backed his scoring ability on Will Magnay. Got the deuce. Good start.
JackJumpers played on Wednesday in the Ignite Cup, got on the flight straight to New Zealand. Do you reckon that's going to play any havoc on a team that's already a little short-handed towards the back end of this game, Dave?
Shut your mouth.
Nice move there from Bryce Hamilton. Can't finish.
Flop. That was an always going to be a blocking foul. Great job by Isaiah. Great job by Parker kicking it ahead, because when he's in transition, he's a different beast. Magnay was never in position. And one.
Brockington, a man who's had his fair share of comments about the start of his year. 12 points to his name with a chance to add another at the line. And a timeout. An early timeout from Tasmania.
We saw a 10-second timeout called yesterday in the Adelaide game. And now we've got a 53-second timeout called in this third quarter.
Sometimes you just got to nip it in the bud and get control of it. But the way that they started the second quarter, Scott Roth definitely doesn't want to see that in this third term.
He's got to get some more scoring options. Obviously, Bryce Hamilton's going to do the heavy lifting, but 10 points for Bryce, 9 for Will Magnay. Who's the third scorer? Somebody else is going to have to chip in. I don't care if it's one person or by committee. They need to generate more points. We saw Southeast Melbourne Phoenix yesterday with 24 or 27 points at the half. And now here's Tasmania sitting on 31. You don't often win games, Phoenix, with that low of an output in the half of basketball.
So it turns out we've got a coach's challenge here, which is on a call that I always reckon is the worst coach's challenge you can go to, which is the block charge call. And it's going to be unsuccessful here. The feet certainly moving as he made his way through there. And Isaiah Brockington maintaining legal position the whole way through.
The integrity of the game is still intact, because if that would have got reversed, then I just don't know what's going on.
It's always a tough challenge. The block charge, you can make a case either way. There is a world where you could have said that that was a charge.
I don't see the world that you could have said that.
You could make it. If you took it to court, there's some sort of precedent somewhere around the world I could bring up to argue that that was a charge. But not this case. A good call by the officials, and they've backed it up. Brockington knocks in his 13th point, starting to find some form. 14-point lead, the largest of the game for New Zealand. Magnay. Campbell from the corner. It's off the side of the backboard, and Brockington's out. He started the quarter hot. Can't get the finish there, but Lopez will play volleyball with it. And Campbell, nice pass to Magnay.
What a turn of events that was. Missed layup up one end, missed tip, leads to a layup up the other. I don't know if Will Magnay ever left the key.
Comedy of errors. Brockington steps back. He is all aggression at the start of this third quarter.
Not mad at it either. Don't mind it.
Hamilton loses control of the dribble, but it will stay with Tazzy.
I don't see it come off into there. I just see it tipped out. Here we go, white ball, white.
There's been 23s attempted by both teams, Felix. Only one is made. JackJumpers 1 of 7 from downtown. The Breakers 0 for 13.
That's the man they need to get going in Bryce Hamilton. Started the game with a couple of buckets, but we haven't seen too much of him since. 10 points still to his name. Jackson Cartwright pulls up. That's his shot.
Great pull-up caught Will Magnay in no man's land, playing a bit of a drop defense on that pick and roll. Parker made him pay.
On the shot clock. Campbell gets rid of puck. Jackson Cartwright almost loses the ball himself. Marshall will get a chance at it. 3 on the clock. They've got to put it up. Hamilton cashes it.
Talk about using up the whole shot clock. Thought it was a couple of turn down shots, but nevertheless, Bryce Hamilton got it to go.
PJC with a nice feed to Meninga. We haven't seen too much of.
Out of vertical. Your arms are out of vertical, but he goes up.
I feel like it could be this simple when they do decide to go with this two-man game with Parker and Sam Meninga. If they switch, just give the ball to Sam down low. It's simple. If they don't switch and play any kind of a drop defense, Parker's a mid-range bandit.
What I saw there was contact that didn't reflect how far you flew back.
Mark Mills said he flew a long way.
I think you're a bit stronger than that.
And the ref Mike's doing a great job of picking up this conversation.
You got to be straight up and down. Yeah, look, you got to expect a little bit of contact, but yeah.
11-point lead to the Breakers. 14 was the highest. Campbell. 8 seconds on the clock. Gets into the paint. So tight. So safe with the ball.
Shot fake, jab, very fundamental. Got Karim Lopez hopping all over the place. And Petrie Copeland goes back with Max Darden, who had a very good second quarter.
Darling with a nice feed, and Lopez showing all of his 6'10" frame with a nice little spin. JackJumpers just hanging around. Bannon, bottom of the net.
I was just thinking that Josh Bannon needs to get more involved. Only had the 4 shots leading up to that bucket.
Back to the halftime margin.
6.
Lopez will pick up the contact on the way through. Have you been working on your Spanish more? I know you've been on the Duolingo app.
On the flight back from Adelaide this morning, I was sitting next to mi amiga from España.
Oh, no.
Had a nice little chat.
Poor bloke wouldn't know what hit him. Out of all the people to sit next to us, the American that wanted to tell him how to speak Spanish.
No, I said amiga. That means female.
Well, there we go. Now you're in trouble with your wife. BJC. Guarded by Campbell. Has the speed advantage. Finds Darling on the outside. Oof. A little too strong. A little too much bench press, Max. Hamilton.
That was a better defensive transition by the Breakers. Make them play half-court basketball.
The New Zealand Breakers certainly helped by the fact that JackJumpers 0 from 14 of the Breakers. 0 from 14 from 3. BJC into the paint. That's his pull-up.
Yeah.
You're in a whole lot of trouble if you let him get that close.
Parker took his time and got to his spot. Something good about to happen right here.
Well guarded by Tiger Campbell. Remarkable, a 11-point lead with no hits from outside the three-point line. Can Lopez change that? The commentators curse. He can. He hits it. And the crowd goes crazy. Not often are you going crazy for 1 for 15, but you are when you're 1 for 1 on as many attempts.
And Karim Lopez came into this game shooting 47%, and not on a small sample size. As we look at the Amy replay, Sam Meninga drew the double team. Max Darden makes the extra pass, and it's cash.
Hey, Damon, what's Spanish for we finally hit a three-point shot?
I have to get back to you on that one. Lead back out to 14. They just throwing enough jabs to keep Tasmania at arm's length.
The Breakers haven't been able to get past that 14-point margin. Don't forget Melbourne taking on Brisbane coming up 7:30 p.m. after this game. Double-header for your Friday night. Melbourne undefeated. And they continue their roles. Hamilton just getting his Harlem Globetrotters on. That's a go.
Used to call that cuff back in the day. Can't dribble the ball over your shoulder.
1.7 seconds left on the shot clock here.
You have 1.7 on the shot clock. Can't run.
Starks. The rainbow ball doesn't go.
Hey, Cam, I see Petrie Copeland. He's sticking to his guns by playing lots of guys. He's got 9 guys averaging double figures. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I agree with your sentiments about it. It is a bit strange, but nice tip in by Rob Baker. But when I see Isaiah Leafa with a +17, a Max Darling with a +17, and a Carlin Davison with a +18, you can't help but agree with him today to going deep into his bench.
Fair enough.
Yeah, can't convert the 2. Leafa, little double pump off the back rim, and he hasn't been able to find his stroke up for the last couple of seasons.
Got to send a double.
Bannon with the mismatch. Looks to draw a bit of contact. The ref will let it go. Hamilton from deep. Off front rim.
Josh Bannon should have made a quicker move when he had Isaiah on him. Thought he took too long.
Lopez has the mismatch with Ben Ayer.
Just take him to the box.
Leafa finds Baker up top, but he'll lose control of it. New Zealand Breakers currently sitting last on the ladder, taking it to the 3rd place Tassie JackJumpers. 16-point lead, largest of the ball game.
Karim Lopez should have took Ben Ayer right to the body shop.
The JackJumpers just starting to show a little bit of fatigue. 4 games on the road to start their season.
Tough shot by Taylor Britt. Tough shot. Don't know if that was a shot Perry Carpenter wanted to see, but they're defending. Breakers only have 9 points in 7.5 minutes.
Ayer pulls up, gets a bit of contact for his troubles, goes unwhistled. Baker, no hesitation.
In rhythm.
For good reason, and he throws him up to his bench.
Because he knew that felt good leaving a hand. Now we talking, if you're a Breaker fan, 19-point lead, all the momentum. Just don't know if the Breakers can generate enough points.
Ayer, nice little pocket pass. Finds Bannon. Low.
Good kick out. Deserved better.
Under 2 minutes to go in this 3rd term. The JackJumpers will certainly want to make this an easier task in the 4th quarter than what it is right now. Starks. And Britt all over Bannon.
Black 5.
Pettery Coppinen certainly happy with the foul.
Yeah, good foul, because he was definitely compromised. And TJ Starks, 0 for can cut it to 14.
Stoddard through the paint. Nice pass to Magno, who flushes it.
How you feeling, Phoenix?
There's a heartbeat. 14 points is nothing in the modern-day game. New Zealand, time is their friend. Lopez works on Campbell. Tarangi, 8 seconds on the clock. Leafa chooses to stay outside, off the back iron. They're not what Scott Ross wants to see. Every
Shot
possession
10,
vital.
please.
And an offensive rebound.
Shot clock didn't start. Okay. Replay center, can you please confirm it is 10 seconds? Thank you. He just asked a question. We reviewed it. Here we go.
Breakers want to make sure they really execute. No one pass, no pass offensive.
PJC works to the rim, scoops up, gets it tightly swatted away.
Like that. Those are dangerous signs that New Zealand Breakers have done repeatedly. No real offense. Nobody else touches the ball. Parker shoots a layup, which, yes, he could have made it, but he didn't. And what does it result in? Missed shot and a foul. This is how Tassie can hang around.
Under 4 minutes remain, a 14-point lead to the Breakers.
Rob, come on. There's holding and there's pushing.
And another foul called off the ball.
15, push.
And now they're in the bonus, Phoenix. Next foul is free throws for the rest of the game.
There's one way to sneak back into a game when you're down double digits. It's at the free throw line. Breakers last on the ladder. JackJumpers sitting pretty at third.
Oh.
Magnay will go to the line, which he's been solid at tonight.
And they're doing this with Bryce Hamilton sitting on the bench, chilling. Scott Roth is going with this group that's just getting stop after stop.
Double-double for Will Magnay, 13 points, 11 rebounds, and Hamilton resigned to the bench. 13 points on the night for him, 31% from the field.
But if it gets a little closer, if this thing gets down to 10 or under, we'll see Bryce again. He'll get back in.
Magnay splits the pair. New Zealand in no hurry to get their offense underway. Tarangi from the corner. Rattles out. Lopez will fight for the rebound, but Magnay will come off best. Marshall through the chest of Rob Lowe, draws some contact. And a chance to cut the lead to 11, a little over 3 minutes.
That was better offense by the Breakers, a missed shot, but defensive transition let him down. Great job by Nick Marshall getting on the rim, drawing a foul. They're shooting free throws for the remainder. This is when things can start getting a little tight. And Rob Lowe's night is also done.
And again, the JackJumpers leave one at the line.
That's 9 missed free throws for the Jackies.
11 of 20 for the game. Splits the pair.
I'm going to keep it real simple. First thing I'm going to do, just a two-man game. Sam Meninga, Parker, Jackson Cartwright. Keep it simple.
It's not about two-man game to run. Brockington looks to work on Stoddart off the Meninga screen.
Oh, goodness.
Magnay swats it away.
It's clunky.
7 seconds on the shot clock.
Credit to the Jackies, just making them play the full 40 minutes to get this win.
Nice inbound pass to Tarangi right under the rim, but he smokes it. And PJC, is that the dagger?
How the hell did Parker take the ball out, come in and get the rebound and finish? And this is what I mean when I say that the Breakers need to learn how to win. When you lose so much, it becomes a habit.
You disagree on what's too physical? I thought it was all right.
Sorry, I'll be louder.
We don't have to agree on what's too physical. I thought it was all right.
We don't have to agree. You know what? Maybe a lesson for life in general. We don't always have to agree. Just remain respectful. Jackson Cartwright, just what feels like somewhat of a quiet night. 26 and 4 for him, yet again leading the Breakers. Campbell. Starks. JackJumpers just not showing as much haste as you would imagine. Score considered. Marshall spins around, steps back, bucket.
Nice spin move by Nick. He could be in Tassie for a while. His place really seems to suit his game.
PJC. Nice hesitation. Lopez heavily contested on the outside. That's off the rim. JackJumpers rebound. Under 2 minutes remain. Magnay. That one rattles out the story of the JackJumpers night.
Yeah, a lot of missed opportunities that could have made this game a little bit more interesting, but 13-point lead with just over 90 seconds ago. You think this game would be over.
Meninga with the mismatch down low on Marshall. Works deep into the paint. Just too big and too strong.
Yeah, he is. He's playing all NBL caliber, has a game so far this season. Now, if they don't win or make the playoffs, I'm not putting them in one of those all NBL teams, just so you know.
Don't forget it as a doubleheader. Joel Peterson, Peter Hooley, and my man Leonard Copeland getting ready to take you through what should be a cracking contest. Casey Prather in fine form. CG43, 3 threes away from overtaking John Rillie. You know how competitive John Rillie is. You know he'll be glued to the TV.
What's Casey Prather going for tonight?
15 and 4.
15. 15.
Ever the optimist. Now Melbourne United undefeated. Should be a cracking game coming up, so make sure you stick around. This one looks like it's going to be all done. Brockington works on Magnay.
Every shot made just adds to this man's confidence. A win is a win.
17 points on the night for Brockington. Stoddard can't add any from the outside. A foot violation in the backcourt as we just look to play out this game. The New Zealand Breakers, Damon, we've called 2 of them. Flash in the pan, do they need to find some consistency?
Yeah, 100% they do. I mean, this will bring them to 2 and 5. They're going to spend most of November on the road.